Corporations are trying to find a safe place in the Black Lives Matter movement. After nearly 100 years, Johnson & Johnson will begin making black and brown Band-Aids.
The Band-Aid debuted in a 1920 ad and has essentially featured clear or lighter shades of covering on its products. The company announced on social media that it would begin producing Band-Aids in deep shades of brown and black skin tones. The company posted, "We hear you, we see you, and we're listening to you." No disrespect, but it's been 100 years and you're just now seeing black and brown people?
Right.
Come on.
100 years.
Exactly.
Like, you know, it was 3/5 a person and whatnot. But listen, y'all was out here getting money buying actual Band-Aids? Because in my household, we used adhesive bandages.
I remember those
neither.
came.
We use, look, if you got a cut, you get a paper towel, put some ice in it, and hope it stops the bleeding.
Exactly. Now, here's another one. Aunt Jemima brand is set to change the name and remove image that Quaker says is based on racist stereotype. Let's take a look at the evolution of Aunt Jemima. Here's one of the first commercials from 1955.
It's chilly outdoors, but inside. For generations, frosty mornings have seemed warmer with stacks of
Aunt Jemima buckwheats.
Right, Aunt Jemima buckwheats, deep golden brown with a tantalizing buckwheat tang. It's the same today. Men still need a hearty, nourishing breakfast.
And men love Aunt Jemima buckwheats.
No buckwheats can equal that famous Aunt Jemima flavor.
And they're so easy, easy, easy.
Just pour out Aunt Jemima buckwheat mix from the yellow box. Then add milk. Serve with crisp brown pork sausage or with ham or bacon. Lots of lucky men can have Aunt Jemima buckwheats tomorrow if they only ask for them.
Men, ask for Aunt Jemima buckwheat pancakes. They're good.
That's
That
all
commercial
bad.
scared me.
Why do they keep talking about men? I don't understand.
Right.
Can women not eat pancakes?
I guess we don't.
Apparently, in that time, women only made the pancakes.
Like, seriously.
Right.
Now,
Holy
is this
hell.
where the character Buckwheat from the Little Rascals came from? Anyways,
maybe.
let's
Hope
check
not.
her out in 1995, where they tried to culturally appropriate the face of the famous syrup.
Did you ever think you'd find a light syrup that tasted better than a regular?
With Aunt Jemima, now you're cooking.
Not only does
Gladys
Aunt Jemima
Knight in
light
there.
taste better than Log Cabin regular,
Wow.
it's got more maple in it.
With Aunt Jemima, now you're cooking.
As you can see, the picture has changed over the removing the mammy kerchief from the character to a more modernized African-American woman.
I mean, now, for those who don't know, like, this was based off of, like, Nancy Green, I think, right? Like, it was
I don't know.
Yeah, it
I
was.
don't know.
It was.
Either way, the
It was.
company said, "We recognize Aunt Jemima's origins are based on racial stereotype," adding that the move is in an effort toward progress in racial equality. What about Miss Butterworth? Do you think they'll change her image?
Don't change the flavor. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it's delicious. You know the thing about it,
And it could happen.
And I remember
Yeah.
being younger, Roman, like my parents literally didn't rock with Aunt Jemima for that reason, because they was like,
Really?
we're not doing this minstrel ass syrup, like,
Yeah,
like, you know,
man.
because she's like, anything, and it's like, yo, like, I'm not gonna sit on my breakfast table and look at this. So we were like a great value syrup, like off-brand syrup,
Look,
or
man.
Mrs. Butterworth, to be fancy.
Whatever
When
we
we
could
were young,
afford.
it was about the taste. We probably didn't really
Right.
trip off over, but
Yeah.
now
Now
to bring
we-
it to
now
light.
we're older,
Now we
we
look back on it.
understand.
Yes,
Change that.
Exactly.
Now, McDonald's CEO Chris Kenzimski said the company has probably created more black millionaires than any other corporation. But in recent months, the food chain has come under fire for alleged unequal treatment of its black employees and franchise.
In January, a lawsuit filed by two African-American executives claimed the chain fired the leadership and pushed franchisees out. Kemzinski is named as one of the defendants in the suit. Now, a month earlier, the Business Insider reported that the number of black franchisees have been shrinking for years. The average location owned by a black franchisee nets $68,000 less a month than the McDonald's overall franchise average. Now, how is this possible when you could drive through any hood in the USA and find a McDonald's, sometimes two within the 5-mile radius?
Yeah.
Are black dollars not respected? You know, like, what's going on with that, you think?
I don't know, because listen, McDonald's in the hoods, they're not even 5 miles apart. They're like 3 blocks apart.
Yeah.
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 And like, we want McDonald's to do better and
Yes.
whatnot, but are those McDonald's even in the hood even owned by us?
I feel like they should be.
You know,
that's
They
another way of
definitely
giving back
should
our
be.
community on a whole different level.
And keeping
Yeah.
our dollars
But most
in
of the
our
time it's
community.
not. Wow.
Yes.
All right, now Target announced a $10 million commitment in effort to advance social justice through supporting partners like the National Urban League and the African American Leadership Forum. The brand also committed 10,000 hours of pro bono consulting for small businesses in the Twin Cities that are Black-owned or owned by people of color.
Okay. I see you, Target.
Target had to do it now. The
Yes.
shift and the recognition is great, but is this just a fad?
I
mean,
hope
what do you
not.
guys
I
think?
pray
You
not.
always want to hope, you know.
Yeah, I pray it isn't. I pray that they open their eyes and they understand, you know?
Yes.
Well, so how do we keep the momentum going? How do we make sure this continues to make change?
Continue to be vocal.
Yep.
Yes.
Words right out of my mouth. So you
Continue to
continue to be
support.
vocal and put that pressure on them.
Yeah, but some are saying this is a form of white guilt. What do y'all think about that?
I think so, a little bit,
I
to
mean,
be honest with you.
it clearly is.
Yeah,
you know
it
what I
could
mean?
be.
So at the same time, it's kind of like, all right, well, we're going to take it and use it to our advantage to get the
Right.
changes we want.
Yeah, that's true. But Target Center, that's where the games are played, so they got to get that right.
Target's based
Yeah.
in Minneapolis. Target's
That's
that's their
right.
home.